How to win online as an introvert. That's what we'll be talking about on today's show. Welcome to the 24-Hour Boss Podcast. This is the show where we talk about business, online marketing, and side hustles. You ready to dive into it? Let's talk about it. Today's show is brought to you by Zencaster. Zencaster is the all-in-one podcast production suite that gives you studio quality audio and video without needing all the technical know-how. It records each guest locally, then uploads the crystal clear audio and video right into the suite so that you have high quality raw materials to work with. You can add up to 4 guests, unlimited audio recordings, unlimited 1080p video recordings, high quality MP3, and record in 16-bit 48K wave. There's no way you can lose with Zencaster. I'll give you a great example of this. I had some guests that I wanted to add to my show who lived in the UK. All I did was sent them the Zencaster link. When it was time for the show, they clicked on the link. We all connected and we were all able to record our show with great audio quality and video. And again, these were 2 people that lived in the UK. So regardless of where people are, where they live, all you got to do is send them the link and you'll get high quality video recorded and audio. And that's what Zencaster brings to the table when it comes to podcasts. Today, if you sign up, you get 30% off Zencaster Professional. There's a link that will be in the show description. So take your podcast to the next level with Zencaster. Promoting your business or niche online and through your social channels is a must if you want to seek success. But how do you find success when you're an introvert? Today, we're going to give you 10 ways to win as an introvert. Okay, first, I think we should tackle what exactly is an introvert. An introvert is a person with qualities of a personality type known as introversion, which means they feel more comfortable focusing on their inner thoughts and ideas rather than what's happening externally. They enjoy spending time just with one or 2 people rather than in large groups or crowds. And that was courtesy of WebMD. So I think it's also important to explain what introverts are not. So let's be clear. Introversion is not, or it does not mean that a person is shy. It also doesn't mean that they don't have any self-confidence. And it certainly doesn't mean that they are depressed people. So introverts are not people that have medical problems or anything like that. You know, it's just a personality trait. Basically, that's all it is. It's a preference, right? You got introverts and extroverts, right? Extroverts, they seem to be more outgoing. You know, that's their personality. Introverts, they're more reserved, which we'll kind of talk about here actually. And so how does this translate to your active life on social media or in your niche that you're in as an introvert? So again, introverts, they're quite reserved. Again, they would rather be in small groups or almost by themselves. They don't like to post pictures of themselves. They don't want to pre-record a video that has them in it. And in most cases, they are not going live. Again, it may not have anything to do with shyness, but it's just their preference. You know, it's just their preference. Whereas someone that's an extrovert, they may be okay with some of that, right? But when it comes to success, or when it comes to business, when it comes to trying to be successful in your niche or with your brand, exposure is something that, you know, it has to be done. Now, we've all seen where people have gotten a lot of publicity, like doing TikTok videos, dance videos, things like that. And I want to be clear and state that you don't have to go and do TikTok dance videos to get popular or to find success, right? So that's something that you don't have to do. Now, some people, they do that. They prefer to do that. And that's okay. If that's them, that's fine. But You don't have to do that to find success, right? But you do have to figure out a way to promote yourself to find success. And so that's why it is still important, even though, yes, you're an introvert, yes, you're reserved, you got to find a way to be creative on social media. And you can do it without going against maybe your values or things that, you're not comfortable doing online. So there's a way to still promote yourself. And that's what we're going to talk about today. And so it's important to understand that you have to connect with your audience. Your audience does need to know who you are, what your brand is about, who is behind the face of this product or this brand. So it's important to at least peek your head out every now and then, even if it's just a picture of yourself, even if it's a video, a pre-recorded video, if you choose to do that. It's important that people see you or are able to connect with you because they want to know who is behind this. So it's important to get that human aspect of your brand. So it is important. And so that's why I'm saying, yes, you have to figure out a way to promote yourself and be creative in promoting yourself. So yes, every now and then you have to show your face, which is okay. And that's something that, we as introverts, we have to get comfortable with. One thing I think that we've learned from the pandemic is that social media, technology, Zoom, all of those things, they really came in handy because that was like the only way we could connect with people or connect outside of, our houses. For one while, I think it was like 30 days, we were all inside. We couldn't go outside, we couldn't leave the house. We couldn't go to work. We couldn't do all of those normal things that we do, like go to the gym or, it was limited even going to the grocery store. So those things like social media, those things like Zoom calls. I mean, I think during that time, Zoom stock just went up because people realized how important it was to be able to connect with those that they work with or those that they socialize with, even those they connect with at church. Those things became important. And so Zoom and social media became very important assets or commodities for our lives, for all of us. So that's something that we have to understand, that technology is not going anywhere. So we have to get comfortable, and basically in some aspects we have to embrace the technology that is before us. And who knows, there may be something else that comes out that helps us to embrace technology even further. But that is something we have to get comfortable with. And also we have to get out of our comfort zones and accept technology, because guess what? It's here to stay. Another thing I would suggest is that you have to also get over your flaws, get over how you look or how you think you look, get over how your voice sounds, accept the fact that none of us are perfect. We're going to make mistakes, and those are things that we can't change. And I'm saying that because I know those are a lot of things that sometimes hinders us from doing certain things on social media. And so those are things that we just have to get over. All of us have some imperfections about us. All of us maybe have a mark or something on us that, man, it's like, oh, I can't stand that mole that's right there underneath my left nostril. I don't know. It could be anything like that. But I'm just saying those are things we have to get over. You got to get over how you think your voice sounds, because guess what? That's what makes you unique. And none of us, no two of us are alike. None of us have the same voice. None of us sound alike. None of us look alike. And, quite frankly, that's the way God made us. He wanted us to be all unique so that we can all have something different and unique about us. So you got to get over those things. So that is another thing I would suggest. Just get over your flaws, your voice, everything that you think is bad about you, because we can be our worst critics. They're really not that bad. If you ask other people about you, I'm saying those that really know you and those that you can consider a friend or somebody that, that's a confidant, that really values you, they'll tell you that no, none of that stuff is true about you. You're not this, you're not that. It's most of that stuff is just in our head. So we just have to get over those things. And once we realize that, we'll find that we can do a lot more things better, and we'll feel better about ourselves, and we will be more proactive when we put all of those negative internal thoughts about us to the side. So that is another thing I would suggest. All right. And so now let's go ahead and talk about ways you can promote yourself in your niche or with your business, or whatever it is that you're trying to do on social media, outside of making, funny TikTok dance videos. So the first thing I want to suggest that you need to do, or you need to have, is you need a website, right? You need a website because the website is home base. And actually, I talked about this in a previous episode. I think I had the 5 reasons that you need a website. You can go back and visit that podcast episode that I talked about the 5 reasons why you need a website. But you need a website, most importantly, because website is home base. What happens if Facebook, if Twitter, if Instagram, if they go off the grid, and those things can happen where it's happened before, where Facebook, for some reason the network went down and Facebook is down. And so if that's you and all you got is a social media presence, how do you reach all of your followers? How do you reach all of your customers? As a matter of fact, in Ukraine, I think that was an issue that came up. I don't remember what all happened, but I remember reading an article where I think it was one of the social media platforms were moving or getting out of that area because of the war that's going on over there. So imagine if they shut down where you're at, like Instagram or Twitter, if they shut that down, if they leave that area and you have no access to your social media platform, and that's all you have, you're pretty much stuck. And you can't reach your followers. You can't reach your people that support you. So that's why you need a website. You got to have a website, because website is home base. Everything else centers around the website. All of your social media, all of that, it should point back to your website. When you post and when you promote, it should always point back to home base, which is your website. So that's the first tip I want to give you in regard to promoting yourself, is you need a website. That's something that you got to have. All right. Next tip I would suggest is networking, right? And this is something that you can do online and offline. You can't neglect the greatness of networking. You got to look for groups you can connect with within your niche, online, and like I said, offline. Find online seminars that you can connect with people that's in your niche. Even offline, if they're having business seminars, ones you can go to with things kind of opening back up, those are ways you can find a way to network yourself. Not only that, but connect with other people that's in your same field or in your same profession. And it's just good for people to put a name or a face with your business, with what you do, because that's a way you can build your brand. And so I know as an introvert, we don't like to so much so connect with people. But again, these are things we have to do. We got to, again, getting out of the comfort zone. If you want to find success, these are things you got to find a way to do. And that is something great to do, to network with people, find other people that you can link up with. You can find coaches, you can find people that can help you, that can, help you get to the next phase of what you're trying to do. So that's a good reason to network. So find those online seminars, find meetup groups, and also don't forget the power of having a business card. I know, we're in the digital age, but business cards are still effective. They're still a great way for people to find out who you are. You can also, have digital business cards. There's a way to have digital business cards where you can create a QR code, that links to your website, and it there's a page that you create that talks about everything about you, that has everything that you have on your business card. Okay? That's a digital way to do it. But the physical business card is still an effective piece of marketing material. So that's always something that you can just hand out to people, and especially if you're at a seminar or you're networking at a conference or something like that, you just got a business card. You can hand it to them, whether it be digital or whether it be a physical card. Don't forget the great power of having a business card. And so networking is also a great key to helping us as introverts, right? We got to learn how to network with people, because there are some great people out there that can help us as we continue to travel this great path of success. All right, so moving right along, the next tip I want to give you is you need email marketing. Email marketing is one of the greatest marketing tools you can have as a business person. As a matter of fact, email marketing has one of the highest return on investments as a marketing piece of material. With email marketing, you can create like landing pages, you can create lead magnets, you can create email pop-ups that, when visitors visit your website, you have this pop-up that, displays, hey, if you sign up to our email list, you get this free guide, or you get this 10%, 20% off. All of those things help you to get email subscribers. And see, what's good about having email subscribers is you have direct contact to people. You have direct contact to some of your clients, and you can send them your marketing advertising. You can send them your sales. You can send them what you're doing in your business. You can send them these things, because now when you get their email, you have direct access to them. And a lot of the programs with email marketing, it shows you like who opened your email. It shows you the success rate and all of that. You can see what email marketing campaign has been successful and all of those things, which is great to have. So email marketing is something that you don't need to refrain from looking at. Email marketing is something you need, and it is a great way to build clientele, build relationships, because that's what you want to do. You want to build relationships with people. So you need to have email marketing. There's plenty of email marketing services out there. There's MailChimp, there's Aweber, and there's a lot of more email marketing services out there. I use Aweber, which I can put a link in the description. For me, Aweber has been, for me right now, it's one of the most inexpensive. Not only that, but the customer service is excellent at Aweber. And I love their customer service. Anytime I have a question, I can send it in to them or what have you, and they respond very quickly. So there's all types of ways I can reach out to them. Not only that, I even had one of their email marketing, I don't remember her exact title, but one of their email marketing professional people to be a guest on my podcast. They just send an email and say, hey, we can help. If you got a podcast, you got this, we'll help you to kind of build your brand. We'll be a guest on your podcast talking about email. And actually, you can go and listen to that show, that episode, email marketing for your business. We talked about it in a previous episode. So you got to have email marketing. Email marketing is something you need. And again, that goes along with the website, right? They intertwine or work together greatly with each other. You got a website, and people go to your website, and then you have these pop-ups that pop up that introduce people to like what's going on with your business or something you're offering, something great you're offering, and you want to offer people something great of value, right? And so they both work hand in hand. So you need both of those, because they help your brand, they help build your brand, and they help you to be successful. So email marketing is something you got to look into. All right. So the next tip, or the next thing that I want to suggest that you create, and this one goes along with social media, you need to create a great social profile. And your social profile It's going to spell out and define exactly what you do. Like, say you're a book writer, you're an author, content creator, you're a chef, you're a fashion designer, whatever it is that you do, that's what you want to have on your social profile. And then on your social profile, you want to have some eye-catching posts, something that looks, that grabs the attention of those that are on your profile. Right. And you want to have those pictures that kind of relate to what you do. You know, if you're a chef, you want to have some great, amazing pictures of some of the food that you cooked or some of the events that you were at. So you want to have a nice profile that defines exactly what you do, have some nice eye-catching photos. And inside of your profile, you want to have a link or some links that points to all the ways that people can reach you. Like, say, for example, you have merchandise that you sell, you have a podcast, you have a website, or you have other social profiles. You want to have a link that points to all of those other ways that people can reach you. And so those are, or that's a way that, you can get people to find out more things about you when you have those or have that type of link. So you want to create that type of link on your profile so that people can find out more about you and just be curious about like what you do. All right, and I can't think of the name of it. It slipped my mind, but there is a link or an application that provides a way for you to have one link that points to just about everything you do. I can't think of the name of it. It's slipping my mind, but I'm gonna put it in the show notes when I think of it. I'm sure I'll think of it once I'm done recording this episode. But anyway, that's what you want to have. There's a way to have a link in your profile that has multiple different links of the things that you do. So anyway, I'll think of that in a moment, or I'll come up with it, I'm sure, like I said, after this episode. So moving right along, the next thing that you need to do in regards to social media is you need a content planner, right? You need a content planner where you can plan out how you'll post your content. And this is going to help you to be more efficient and more effective, right? And a way you can use, or tools you can use to create content planners, you can use Canva Pro, you can use Hootsuite, you can even use Google Calendar, right? It doesn't matter, just whatever works for you to be able to create and plan out the content that you want to post, all right? You want to be able to plan it out. So you want to make a plan of the different posts that you want to share online. And also, there is, for example, Facebook has a way you can plan out and schedule posts. It's Facebook Creator Studio, and you can create posts to simultaneously post to Instagram and Facebook at the same time. You can schedule these out. You can schedule them out days or even weeks in advance. So these are ways these are applications that can help you to plan out your schedule. And that's what you want to do, be able to plan out how you'll schedule, how you'll post Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So it makes you more efficient, and it makes you, it helps prepare you more when you plan it out. So that's why you want a content planner, because you want to be able to plan out, like, what am I going to post today? Right. And, for example, like you could say, Monday, I'm going to post reels, Tuesday, I'm going to post a story. And this is just an example. Wednesday, I'll post an inspiring quote. Thursday, I'll post let's say, for example, you're a baker. I'm going to post my top 5 cookie flavors. Friday, I'll post a instructional video. Saturday, I'll go live, right? So that's an example of planning out posts. And see, all of these you can put on your calendar to post. And like I said, you can schedule these posts ahead. So like, say Sunday, you're putting all of these things on your calendar, what you're going to post each day. And it works very well because you've got it all planned out. You've got it all scheduled, and you can schedule it out to post on those days. You schedule it out on that Sunday, and when Sunday comes, it's all planned out. It's all scheduled, and those applications, they'll do their thing. Or Facebook Creator, it'll do its thing, right? And also you can do that in Canva Pro and Hootsuite. I haven't used Hootsuite that much, but I know there's multiple social media platforms you can add to your social media accounts. You can add to Hootsuite, and you can post them simultaneously. It's been some years since I've used Hootsuite, but I know it kind of works like that, where you can post from your various social media accounts. That way you're just not posting one at a time, where, okay, I'm logged into Facebook. Now I'm going to post. Now I'm going to log into Instagram. Now I'm going to do my post. Now I'm going to log into Twitter. Whereas you can just go to that one application, schedule what you want to post, and it posts it automatically to all your social channels at one time. So that helps save time, and it helps you be more efficient. So that's something you need to look into. So you need to have a content planner. And like I said, you can even plan it out through Google Calendar. And like I said, Facebook Creator Studio allows you to post on Instagram and Facebook simultaneously. So get yourself a content planner. And you need a social media plan, which is you're planning to consistently post on a daily basis. Now, when I say plan to post on a daily basis, I know for some of us that's hard. Even for myself, that's hard to post, especially when you got multiple pages, but it's something that can be done. And the reason why you need to try to post on a consistent basis is because it helps your algorithm. I don't know the exact math behind it, but I do know, and I've read and I've heard from all of the people that know the Instagrams and the Facebooks and all of that. These social media platforms reward you, or it helps your algorithm. It helps you get better exposure when you post consistently, and when you post a variety of things. For example, like I stated, you can do reels, you can do stories, you can do post to your feed, you can do videos. All of these varieties help your algorithm, and it helps to promote exposure for your profile. So those are things you need to consider to do. Get a content planner and make a social media plan, and plan to consistently post on a daily basis. Like I said, you can schedule this out. You can schedule it out on Monday to post for the rest of the week. So you don't have to sit there and just post. I got to do my post for Monday. I got to do my post for Tuesday. I got to do my post on Wednesday. No, you can schedule it out on Sunday or Monday to post on whatever other days you want to do. So these are ways to, like I said, to help you save time and make you be more efficient. So content planner, and come up with a great social media plan, how you're going to plan to consistently post on a daily basis. And again, like I said, we stated, you can post reels, you can post videos, you can post inspiring quotes. The things that you do post, they need to be of value. They don't just need to be random things, but they need to be stuff that people want, or things that are of values, things that help people, things that people look to. People are on social media platforms looking for advice all the time. Ways you can find ideas is go to the profiles that you follow, or the content creators that you follow. Look and see how they're posting. Look at their content, and it's okay to look and see what they're doing, see what works, and what they're doing that works. You can mimic that. I'm not saying do everything they do or exactly what they do, but they're obviously sharing that content for a reason. And a lot of them put out free information all the time. So connect with some of those great content creators to help you to be able to, provide some great content out there. All right. A great tip that I've learned, and something that you should consider doing, is comment and engage with your followers, and also with those that you follow. Again, this helps your algorithm. So when you think about it, for example, Instagram, they want you, Instagram, Facebook, all of these platforms, they want you on their platforms. So when you comment and when you engage with other followers or other content creators, whoever it is, it helps your algorithm as well. Not only that, but when you comment, that helps you to get exposure. And someone could see your comment, and then when they see your comment, they say, "Oh, okay, let me see what this person's about." So it helps you to get exposure too. So some of those content creators or those you follow, that are very successful, make sure that you are commenting on some of their posts, and not just some random posts, but actually add some value to their post. Actually engage with them, and let them know, hey, I enjoyed that post. That was great content. I appreciate you sharing that. Just so that, it's just not an empty post, right? Or empty comment. You want to make sure that you are adding some real value or comments to those posts. And you'll see that that'll help you to get exposure. And all of that is going to help your algorithm. So that's something that you can't neglect and something that you should try to do. Spend, I don't know, you can spend 30 minutes just, hey, responding to comments. And even when people post comments on your post, make sure you respond to their comments and, try to engage with them, follow up with maybe a question. Say, hey, someone says, hey, I really enjoyed that post and I'm appreciative of you sharing it. You can follow up with a question. Say, hey, thank you for that comment, and what did you like about that comment, or what would you like to hear more from my platform? So make sure you engage with your followers. That way, it's a constant conversation going on. Not only that, it puts you in front of others, and it's just a continued cycle. Like I said, it helps your algorithm, and that's what you want. You want to be rewarded for your content, for your posts, and for the things that you're doing on social media. So don't neglect commenting and engaging with your followers and with those that you follow. Another thing that you can do, or another tip that you can do socially online, is use social audio channels to build your brand. And some examples of social audio channels is Clubhouse, and also there is a Wisdom app. Now, I have not used Clubhouse. I've only heard about it, but I know it's a social audio app that has different rooms that you can go to and all that. Now, I have used Wisdom app, and I am on Wisdom app. And Wisdom app has thousands of creators who share advice and talk about just about every subject you can think of, from business to offering wisdom, offering advice on, anything you can think of. Seriously, any subject you can think of, they are talking about it on the Wisdom app. How to be better on social media, how to address anger issues. I mean, any subject you can think of. But these are great to have because it can help you promote your brand. So here's an example of how it will work for you. So let's say you did a post about, let's say you make cookies, and you did this Instagram post about your 5 favorite cookie recipes. Well, you can take that same subject and go to the social audio channels, say like the Wisdom app, and you can talk about it on this social channel. And see, what happens on the Wisdom app is when you, I guess you could say go live, but it's audio. It's kind of like a podcast, right? But people will just be able to hear what you're saying. They won't see you. They'll just hear what you're saying. And so when you start talking, then others will be alerted that, hey, this person is talking about their 5 favorite cookie recipes. And then others will begin listening to your chat. And there's a way you can actually bring them on to actually talk with them about your 5 favorite cookie recipes or your 5 favorite cookie flavors. and y'all can have this engaging conversation. And at the same time, others will be listening and all of that. But also included is you have a social profile that you can link back to all of your other social profiles. So people that hear this talk, they'll be able to go to your profile and see your Instagram. They'll be able to see if you got Twitter. They'll be able to see if you got Facebook, if you got a podcast, all of those things you can link. And so you did an Instagram post about your 5 favorite cookie flavors or cookie recipes, but then you're doing a audio chat on one of these social audio channels talking about the same thing, which will allow you to connect with other users who maybe they're not on Instagram, but they'll be able to see your profile. And so it gives you a way to connect with others. And you can also promote your Instagram pages, promote your website, promote all of these other things that you're doing. And so it just gives you a different way to connect with others. So that's one thing I would also encourage you to do is, find some of these social audio channels that you can help build your brand. It gives you another way to promote things that you're doing. Instagram only allows you to post pictures. Of course, Facebook, you can do pictures, video, and, text, all of that. And so these social audio channels gives you a way to talk. It gives you a voice out there in the social arena. So those are things that I would also suggest that you implement. And so, like I said, there's Clubhouse, there's With the App. There may be some others out there, but I think those may be the 2 major ones that are out there. And so remember that consistency is key. Being consistent. So being consistent is key to posting on social media. You want to try to do it, like I said, on a daily basis. And like I said, you can schedule these out from the different applications that are out there. There's Facebook Creator Studio. Like I said, there's Hootsuite, and there's other applications. There's Canva Pro that you can connect your social profiles and, create your content and just post it or schedule it out to post through those different ways. But that's a way to be, like I said, efficient, effective, and just a way for you to post consistently, like I said. And all of this goes back to help your algorithm. So one of the last things I want to talk about is video. And I know video is probably like one of the last things that we want to do as introverts. But the reason why I want to suggest you introducing or putting video out there is that it's also a great way to help your algorithm. Remember, having a variety of different posts is what's going to help you to be successful on social media. So video adds a different element, right? And video is great. And like I said, you get rewarded from the social platforms. I know with Facebook and Instagram, like creating Instagram Reels, for example, that's the video you can create. And you can create a 7-second video on Instagram, a 7-second reel, and it can get hundreds of views just by creating a 7-second video. And you can't tell me you can't create a 7-second video. And guess what? You don't even have to be in the video. You can create a 7-second video of maybe all the products that you sell. You can create a 7-second video of how to sew, where you're taking different snapshots of the steps of how you sew or create a certain product. And so you don't even have to be in the video. You could have a video of all the customers that you've helped, or a 7-second video that shows or 7 seconds, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, however you want it to be, of maybe some of the reviews that you receive from some of your clients. So there's creative ways for you to create video. So I know, like I said, for introverts, we may not prefer to be in video. And so there are creative ways for us not to be in the video. Like I said, you can create a reel, and a reel, it can be 7 seconds, it can be 15 seconds, it can be 30 seconds. But these are ways that you can help promote your brand in a better way. Like I said, yes, there's stories, there's things you post to your feed, and like I said, you can create a reel. Video, it is important, and it also is one of the most successful ways to help promote your brand. So you got to look at ways of creating video. And again, like I said, I know for us, those of us that are introverts, we don't want to be in videos, but I want to suggest that you may need to consider putting yourself in a video every so often. It's not a bad thing. Again, remember, like I started at the beginning, some things we have to do, and one of those things is getting out of our comfort zone. Now, I'll suggest that maybe doing a pre-recorded video that you upload. It could be a talking head video, and a talking head video is basically, it is like a screen capture video where all the people see the video. They don't see you, but it's kind of like you do a voiceover. It could be a recorded video where you're giving instructions of how to create this, how to create a website, or it could be a instructional video of how to create a reel. You could do that. But it's just basically like a video that has a voiceover, right? And so that's a way to do a video, a creative way that doesn't show your face, but it does create a video. I've created videos from podcasts, just portions of podcast episodes that I've created. I'll create a trailer from some of the episodes. They're called audiograms, where I'll have a picture and I take a portion of the episode and I add it to the picture, and it creates a video, or it shows as a video. And so that's another creative way that you could create a video that actually doesn't show you, but it's a video that has a voice to it. And, that video can be shared online. It can be shared to YouTube. It can be shared on Instagram, Facebook. So video is something that you can't avoid. You have to figure out a way to put video in your social media plan. So don't neglect that. And I'll also lastly suggest you consider doing a live. Now, I know that may be a scary thing to think about. How or why would I do a live? And again, why I'm suggesting it is because of the algorithm. It helps your algorithm, right? Doing a live, if you've noticed, as soon as you do a live, it immediately alerts all of your followers that you have gone live. So that's like immediate exposure for whatever you're about to talk about. So you want to consider doing a live. Although I know as introverts, we don't like to do lives. I know, I get it. We don't like to do lives, but it is something that you want to consider doing because, again, it helps your algorithm. And guess what? Even after you've done your live, people can go back and watch that live. Some people may not watch it when you go live, but guess what? When you're done, they may go back and watch it. So it's going to help your viewership. It's going to help your algorithm. It's going to help you get even more exposure. And then people can share it and all of that. So although I know as introverts, we don't like to go live, I want you to consider adding that to your social media plan. Actually, before the year is out, do your first live. Or let's see, this is April. Before the month is out, do your first live. I promise you, once you do it, you'll get over some of that fear you have about it. And you'll realize, you know what? It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I'll give you another tip for doing a live to where you won't feel all alone. Consider doing a live or collaborating with someone else. Maybe collaborate with somebody else where y'all are having a conversation on this live and you're talking together. That way you don't feel so all alone. So that's a way that, you can do a live where you're not doing it by yourself. And it'll make you feel a lot better because, you know what? I'm not alone. I'm actually having a conversation, and it helps keep your focus off of you, which is what we normally do when we go live. We're wondering, who's watching, how I look, this, that, and the other. So those are things that we don't have to worry about, or we shouldn't worry about when we do a live. So consider that. Consider doing a live collaboration. That way it helps you both out, maybe find someone in your niche and, see if they'll do a live with you, or, find someone or someone else that you maybe associate with, and y'all do a live together. That way it'll help, ease your nerves, and it'll help, relax you a lot more. And you won't be as nervous when you do a live, because I know a live can be a scary thing, especially when you do your first one. But I promise you, once you do that first live, you'll see, you know what, this is not too bad. But again, all of the variety of ways that you post and promote content is going to help your algorithm. And video is one that definitely helps build your brand, because videos are out there. People like to watch videos, especially when, they have value, they have meaning. And so it's going to help you in the long run. And again, even after that live is over, people can go back and watch that live. So that's about all that I have for you today on branding yourself, or how to win online as an introvert. I hope I've said some things that'll help you out, that'll help you understand, help you realize that being an introvert is not a bad thing. But at the same time, there are ways to promote yourself and build your brand as an introvert without going against your values and without doing things that you're not comfortable with. So I hope you have enjoyed this information. I hope I've said some things that have been helpful for you. And so if you have enjoyed this episode, would you please consider leaving a review on iTunes or Spotify? That helps us, it helps our ratings, and it helps other people discover our show. So we definitely want to say we appreciate you tuning in, and thank you in advance for your support. And I would suggest, hey, keep up the great work. Don't let anything stop you from pursuing your business goals. And remember, if you don't do it, someone else will. So go for it.